All right, Dr. Brett here. I'm going to show you guys a quick little illustration of how health and symptoms actually work in your body. But that is simply mean is that a lot of times we base our health based on how we feel and not how things work. And the truth be told is that sometimes how things feel and how things are actually working differ in a big way. And in a way that ultimately, if you don't understand that, you can get yourself in a big hole that you can't get out of at some point in time. So here's the simplicity behind this really. Function on one side, time on the other. In other words, at one point in time in our life, we function really well. Things work the way they're supposed to, and if they work the way they're supposed to, ultimately that produces health. If your lungs breathe the way they're supposed to, if your spine works the way it's supposed to, if your heart pumps the way it's supposed to, you are quote unquote healthy at that point in time because it's doing what it's supposed to. It functions properly. If that function decreases over a period of time to a certain point, boom, now all of a sudden that symptom happens. My question is this. Is this the point at which you were unhealthy, or is this the point at which you were unhealthy? And it's all based upon definition of health. And so many people, again, we're taught this. You look at the commercials. If you have a symptom, that means you don't have health. What do pills out there advertise? Pills advertise the reduction of symptoms. In most cases, pills actually do not improve your function on there. It's an artificial way to alleviate what's causing the symptom on there. Hence the reason why a lot of times medications don't actually make you healthier. What medications are designed to do is to stop the symptom and stop the bleed per se, figuratively speaking, to give you the ability to do what you need to do to actually bring this back up. And again, if you hang out here long enough, this does not go back up. You get stuck here. This is the land of surgeries, pain meds, chronic medications on all sorts of different things. The average person right now, I think it's like 12 or 13 medications the average American's on right now, which is crazy when you think about it from that perspective. So understand this. Health is always going to go up and down a little bit in terms of function because of lifestyle things, because of external factors, because of we're on vacation, because of the fact we got a lot of stress in our lives sometimes. It goes up and down. The goal is you don't cross the threshold here where your body can no longer adapt effectively. When it's able to adapt effectively, you can bounce back to where you need to be quickly because of the things that you're doing, the proactive things you're doing, your lifestyle choices, your nutrition, your fitness, your mental stress relief, your chiropractic, your massage therapy, your things that you do externally or even internally as well too, to help maintain health, to help maintain function so that one, you never hit this point. The goal in life is to never get to a symptomatic state. Once you're there, like I said, you've gone too far. The check engine light's on, the fire department's being called because you're here. The goal is never to get to that point on there. So understand this. And a perfect example of this is heart disease. Heart disease is what they call the silent killer. Why is that? Well, typically by the time somebody has a massive heart attack, 98% of their blockage in the coronary arteries is already there. In other words, the function had decreased 98% to get to that point before that massive heart attack symptom showed up. Because a lot of times they've never felt a symptom. They maybe had a little this or a little that, but nothing ever to say, you know what, I'm not healthy. And that's the problem right now is in America, we judge our health and how we feel versus how we function. So what I'm telling you right now is you control this area right here on there. You control that area based upon the lifestyle things that you do within here that helps maintain function, proactive things that maintain function. The other thing you got to understand as well too is how do you measure function? If you understand how you measure it, you start to pick up on the things that are not correct. Movement problems, little minute things and changes like in sleep patterns, hormonal patterns, dietary things that you notice. Again, your how your body responds to certain things and certain stressors. Like when things are off a little bit, listen to your body. Don't wait for the massive symptom to show up on there. Because again, if you understand where health comes from, function here versus how we feel, you're different than 97% of Americans that are out there right now because you're listening to the thing, you're watching the thing, you're paying attention to the thing, you're influenced by this thing, your actions are based upon this thing versus this thing over here. You're gonna be so much further ahead. That's a healthy lifestyle. That's actually living proactively in regards to that. So hopefully this sinks in, helps you make some better choices as well too, and just changes your awareness in regards to how you look at your health.